Hello and welcome to Campers Blast Off. I'm Jared Gross. On my right is Jackson Curtis, and on my left is Jasper Weinberg. And let's get right into the debate. So our first topic is NBA Rookie of the Year. Who should win? Jackson?
100% Ben Simmons. He almost averaged did he average a triple-double? He almost did, if he did not. He reminds me of, a LeBron James kind of guy. He goes out there and he can do anything you ask him to except for shooting three-pointers. But, other than that, he can do whatever.
I would disagree with that. I would say Donovan Mitchell. Going into the season, the Utah Jazz didn't have a lot of expectations. Gordon Hayward left. They lost a lot of key players that were key to their success the year before. And Donovan Mitchell came in there and carried them and got them to the playoffs and continuously succeeded playing.
The Jazz, they ran into the Rockets and they could not compete.
Well, the Rockets are a super team. They have Chris Paul and James Harden. They weren't expected to even be in the playoffs.
But all I'm saying, though, is that the 76ers with Ben Simmons, they actually competed throughout the playoffs. They competed with a team like the Celtics, who is arguably a super team as well.
The Sixers have more talent. They have more players than the Utah Jazz do.
All right, well, it's definitely Ben Simmons. And you'll see that when it comes time to, give the award out.
And for the record, I think if Jason Tatum played like that the whole year, then Jason Tatum would have won. All right, and on to our second topic. Dark horses for the upcoming 2018-19 NFL season. Who you have, Jackson?
I have the San Diego Chargers. Nope, they're not in San Diego anymore. No, they're not. The Chargers. So, Phillip Rivers is hungry. He wants that ring. He's been chasing it his whole career, and he wants it. This defense is ready to destroy. Derwin James was a wonderful pick. He was a steal, and I think they're ready to compete in the AFC.
Yeah, not to mention Melvin Ingram definitely thinks so with his interview.
I would say the New York Giants. They had a very disappointing season last year, but they have returning veteran Eli Manning, who's proven himself in the Super Bowl twice. They have good receivers, Odell Beckham Jr., if his off-field distractions don't become too much for the locker room, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram. They also had a great pickup with Jonathan Stewart. And in the draft, they drafted Saquon Barkley. They added some players to the offensive line to make it a little better with Nate Solder and John Greco. And their defense is definitely not where it was a couple years ago, but it's still a good enough defense to get them to the playoffs.
I don't think it's a good enough defense. They went 3-13 last year. They let Jared Goff, who has a horrible arm, just throw all over them last year. So you think their defense is good enough? No chance.
Well, Jared Goff is in an offense that has a really good coach, and it's not about throwing far in that offense. It's like a West Coast type of offense. But with the Chargers, you said that Phillip Rivers is hungry. But in the past, he's had teams where they went 14-2 and they lost in the first round of the playoffs that they played in.
Yeah, and I'm going to disagree with both of you, and I'm going to say San Francisco 49ers with Jimmy Garoppolo are going to be the dark horse. And on to our third topic. Who is going to be the best rookie quarterback this NFL season?
You can start for once.
All right, I'm going to go with Josh Rosen, as long as he gets the start over Sam Bradford. He's in a really good situation in Arizona. They have a great veteran receiver in Larry Fitzgerald. They have some younger guys that are pretty fast, like J.J. Nelson. And they lost a lot of pieces to their really strong defense that they had like 3 or 4 years ago, but they still have some good players like Deion Buchanan, Patrick Peterson, Chandler Jones.
It's not about the defense, though. We're talking about quarterbacks. We're not talking about the defense.
He has more pieces than...
That's on defense, though. How is he going to use the defense on offense?
Because if the defense is on the field more, it gives him time to rest and be able to come out the next drive and still play 100%.
Well, here's a player that doesn't need rest. He can play the whole game. Baker Mayfield, coming out of Oklahoma, and he won the Heisman, which obviously has not gone good for other players, but it's going to go good for him. He's going to come into the NFL as a part of the Cleveland Browns, and he's going to bring light to that organization. They've never been known as a winning football team, but that changes right here this season. Baker is going to go in there. He's got arguably one of the best receiving corps in the league right now, Jarvis Landry and Josh Gordon. I just really think that Baker Mayfield is the most talented quarterback in the draft.
That's why I have to say Josh Rosen, though. Baker Mayfield's on the Browns, who have been terrible for years and years. They don't have a defense. They don't have an offensive line. He doesn't have enough pieces to succeed right now.
All right, and that's all we have for you on Campers Blast Off today. For my partners, Jackson Curtis and Jasper Weinberg, I'm Jared Gross. Thanks for watching.